You! 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 Fuck you!
Welcome to Lionfist. Lionfist? Lionfist. Lionfist Live. It's like a lion roars. Duh.
Don't get it.
Bringing you a bunch of random stuff today.
I really don't care. No, really. I don't care.
Keeping things relevant every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time here on Lionfist Live. This is Lionfist, only on iFluxy.
Seriously?
here we go. All right. Sorry I had you boys and girls on mute. Good thing we didn't go super long amount of time. But I was just kind of giving a rundown, giving you a sneak peek into the iFluxy app as it's being worked on right now. We've got many working functions. I'm just giving you some screen captures. I'm going to go back in, kind of explain away here on the app that is being built out. So if I go back in, so here you go. So this is the main menu. I can't go into extreme detail like I was just saying, but I can let you know that there are a few fun things here. Dashboard, you'll be able to tweak everything that you're looking at. You'll be able to share to your social media automatically. So say you don't want to go into the app that's memory intensive and can bog down machines. If you don't have the most recent phone, it's no problem. While you're using the dashboard, you can have items automatically updated for your favorite shows. It can be automatically uploaded to your social media pages, such as Facebook, Twitter, not LinkedIn quite yet, but hopefully we'll be getting that since we do have business shows that will be coming on the iFluxy platform. But playlists, as you can see there, and then uncover. Now that's one of my favorite features of iFluxy. It's one of the most unique. I'm not going to get into the details on air, but you will be able to uncover your favorite tracks in a very unique manner. That's unique just to iFluxy when it comes to live stream and podcasts. Be able to do your standard browse, your standard search. Let's get back here for some reason. There we go. All right, and then the uncovered section where you're able to uncover your own tracks. Quite a few features here. Add to a playlist. You'll be able to collect your own your favorite podcasts. When you collect, it will also play your favorite podcasters. So whenever they upload a new one or whatever, it'll be on that list. And you can share. Then you have your likes, dislikes, your playlist building that you can do, and also you can add or follow whoever this is, and it's not going to be in your discovered, but you'll get updates and notifications on their most recent updates as well as their own blogs. You'll be able to communicate on this app with other listeners, viewers, get to know each other, and it'll be mostly your friends showing there. Right now, I'm just going to keep it open. Eventually, we will be tightening it up, so it's just your friends on your friends list on Facebook and other social media outlets. We're going to stay away from getting too tied into everybody else right now, but you'll be able to communicate with each other that way and see what's going on. You'll be able to add people by clicking on their name. It'll give you an option to do where you can add them to your list, get to know them. So people with the same likes, you get to know. Awesome, isn't it? Right. That's something a lot of people are straying away from unless it's just Facebook. And the collection item, like I was talking about, we'll go ahead and play. If you sit there and look at the album art that's in there, in that where you see the pause symbol and the number below it, the 2 minutes 34 seconds. If you look into that, you will see the album art there in that circle, and then obviously your standard shuffle, your loop, your items there. But these are podcasts that you've collected or live streams, and it will play the audio no matter what, just when you open it up automatically. Now, if it is a live stream, you can see there that camera to the left a little bit, towards the bottom kind of. It is something, whenever there is video attached to it, you'll be able to, you'll be notified with this camera and it'll be flashing or blinking, and you'll be able to click on it and it'll go into the live video, which looks very similar to the uncovered. It's not going to be exactly the same, but it's going to look very, very similar. Now, you don't see it here, but like where it says MMA Power Hour, Colin Crandall, there's actually more to it. It's scrolling text. It'll tell you the full title of the episode and give you a real brief rundown of what it is. This is the user side, and the functionality is amazing when it comes to professional podcasting and live streaming. We are kind of stepping the game up in comparison to what everybody else is doing out there. This is not going to be the same thing. Absolutely nobody has all of the functions. The iFluxy has been built into it. There are a bunch that have some of the functions, but none have all of them. So we are tying it all together, bringing it in to one place, and we're going to be having tons of fun with this. So that's just a real quick snapshot view. I don't want to go into detail really beyond that, because there's a lot of proprietary information that I can't be letting you know about. That's the name of the game. Business. Right? It's fun. So, another quick rundown here with the situation on Wednesday. We have Megan Anderson on MMA Power Hour at 8 p.m. We will be going 90 minutes, about an hour with Megan. She is the Invicta featherweight champion, touted to go up against some huge names. Unfortunately, most people don't want to fight her, but she is the only person to call out Cyborg. So all of you MMA fighters, women MMA fighter fans, you are in for a treat. And if you have been paying attention in the fight world at all, in women's fighting, you know exactly what's going on. This is going to be one hell of an interview. It is not something you want to miss out on. We will not be late. We will be going live at 8 p.m. Pacific time, MMA Power Hour with Colin Crandall with special guest Megan Anderson. This is one hell of a treat. I am so excited. I hope you are too, because it's really not something you're going to get anywhere else. Don't be surprised if we walk away with a few sound bites. Now, Megan is a very sweet gal outside of the ring. But if you were to step inside the ring with her, she would probably kick your ass. 9 times out of 10, I'd say yes, she's going to. Unless you're a few of the larger sized and very quick MMA fighters, I highly doubt you would even stand a chance against her. She is just amazing in the ring and the cage. So stay tuned. Come back in on Wednesday. This Thursday, we will be bringing you Bedtime Stories with Creepy Bex. We've had some hang-ups here in the iFluxy studios working on the app. We are having fun with everything that's going on. And on Friday, we will have a Savage podcast coming to you again. We have had some issues just trying to get the scheduling set up. Everybody's busy. We will be keeping things coming your way. We do have other podcasts coming your way. We have a few in the talks that are going to be coming on board. Just hang in there with us. We are staying relevant. Common Scotty will be coming to you in the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. Common Scotty is one of my favorite ideas and concepts for shows, and we will be hopefully bringing on a special guest while she's in town. We have a special guest coming around town to hang out with us. Common Scotty is a good old buddy of mine from a while back, and we will be letting you know when that goes down. When that goes down, it's going down hard. We're going to make sure we have an amazing show for you there. Also, coming up, quite a few other shows that we need to get some of the people in here for their first intro. Chubby Ray's Cornhole Spectacular is in the works. Adam, you need to get at me, but love you, brother. We'll be putting you on every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central time or Pacific time. I can't remember, but we will be having you on. That's going to be one hell of a show as well. A lot of fun stuff. When I say fun stuff, we will be having on some interesting guests out of the ordinary, showcasing the love for the sport of cornhole, and it's going to be tweaked up a little bit, not tweaked out, but tweaked up a little bit to a high-paced version of the game. Something you won't find anywhere else, and it will be involving it's just a game show, boys and girls. It's a sport game show, and you're not going to find it anywhere else, so stay tuned for that. And then also, off the back of my mind, we have a special guest formatting. Well, no, let me step back here. my brain is kind of messed up. I'm sitting here staring at myself and seeing the Lionfist Rorta personality host title bar flash in front of me, and it's making my ADD kick in. So excuse me for being kind of out there a little bit right now with no guests in studio. It's a lot of us, but I love you all. Thanks for listening so much. I do expect soon to be having one of our shows with the physical trainer coming in, giving advice on diet, food, exercise, just lifestyle, and hopefully we have another one, mental illness podcast that's all about mental illness, more or less, and awareness, and there's many different things that will be going on with that show, but we are in the talks there. I'm not 100% sure when or if that is even going to happen, but I am excited to say that we are in the talks. The shows will be coming on. If you are interested and you already podcast or live stream, please contact me. All you have to do is contact me in the messages. I do have my employees at iFluxy. They have direct access to my email, so they can forward anything on from the messages, or send me an email at adam@ifluxy.com. Now that is Alpha Delta Alpha Man at India Frank Lima Umbrella X-Ray Yellow.com. ADAM at iFluxy.com. So just send me an email and it'll be fine, and we will just kind of go from there. I don't expect tons of emails, but I would love to have you guys on the iFluxy team as we're building out this app. As you can see when I go in here and I just share some of this stuff with you, let's just transition back here. You know, you're not going to get nearly as much coverage elsewhere as you will here. Now, we will be sharing out to multiple media outlets, social media very specifically. So you're going to get coverage while you are on the app for iFluxy. You will also be going live on Facebook and YouTube and elsewhere. As long as you're following the protocols, everything will be seen across the board. Your numbers will not be nearly as high as they would be if you were to go through iFluxy. Now, we are looking for professional podcasters and professional live streamers. As you can see, if you do not know how to go ahead and create something like what I have on the screen, you're going to have to pay to get on the team. You're going to have to pay to get distributed. Otherwise, we're going to be working towards a syndication approach, and we can negotiate stuff, but there is a price to pay. I am a production consultant, and if I were to give it away for free every time, it would not be worth it in my world. This is my passion. I do it day in and day out, and I hope you can respect that. No offense to you at all when I'm saying this, but definitely get at me. We can get things set up and go from there. We are looking for more podcasters, people who can stay on the schedule regularly and have the ability to do it from home on their own. I can tell you which software we use right now. It is fairly accessible. It is not super expensive, and it will help you out. Now, the big thing is the distribution. Are you going to try to distribute on your own, or are you going to try to distribute through an app that goes ahead and does it all for you by pushing it out everywhere else? We have the ability to do that for you in one place with everything else coinciding. There are a couple different programs out there that work fairly well that are able to do that too, but not with everything else that we have involved. In fact, there's one function, the uncovered function, is very exciting, and I cannot get into extreme detail, but I can tell you it is the disruptive aspect that will put podcasting and live streaming on a different level. So I am actually even currently working on a relationship with a couple podcasting and production companies that are out there so that we can make sure they get tied in. This is for independent professionals, whatever. It's got to be professional across the board. We are not looking for just your average YouTube video person that comes on their cell phone and that's all you do. We're looking for the next level. We want to be able to make this a little more credible of a career for people out there. When we sit here and talk about podcasters, we're looking at so many of them out there with podcasts and live streams that are doing really well, but here's the deal. Unless you're already established before you go into the podcast realm, it's going to be really difficult to go ahead and succeed to the point where you're actually getting a really good paycheck every week, or more often sometimes. When you build it up and you have something truly professional, you'll be getting a paycheck from YouTube. You'll be getting a paycheck from XSplit. You'll be getting a paycheck from all the different sources out there, from Daily Motion. You'll be getting paychecks from all of these people, and you'll also be getting paychecks from sponsors that are live on your show. So you'll be getting tons of paychecks, and you can make tons of money doing this, but you need to do it the right way. There are very few people that understand how to bring it all together. This is very similar to the music industry and the film industry, but it is not the same. There's also a technology aspect that is tied in that confuses people. So when I have been getting, and here's the deal. When you give me advice on audio and video and stuff like that, you don't know what you're talking about, because this isn't just an audio board. This isn't just video. This isn't just software. There's a whole bunch of things coming together that I know you don't understand. So I appreciate your advice, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not accurate. And what I'm doing is totally different than what you're used to, boys and girls. There's very few people actually doing this all out like me. Only a handful of people, in fact. So if you want to give me advice, that's awesome. Send me an email. But every time you do this and put it in the comments, it just makes me kind of giggle on the inside a little bit. Love you, though. I still love you. You're still amazing. And I'm going to be a little bit of a dick and call you out on it for not being as smart as you think you are. So let's just move forward together. I'm not that smart either. I just know from experience, and I've got tons of people here who've taught me these things, because I've said those things as well. That's just the way it goes sometimes, is we have to get it all figured out. But iFluxy is in the works. Lionfist Live, I will be having more guests on. This week I decided not to, because I just wanted to give a quick update on iFluxy. I wasn't really too concerned about having a guest on this week, but we do have some in the works. One, again, the body painter, very soon. Very soon. We have to find a model for that, though. We've got to find somebody that's comfortable. And if you're willing to model for that, please send me a message or leave a comment letting us know that you would be comfortable with doing that. I do foresee no issues at all. There wouldn't be any nudity. I can't do that, first off. Secondly, you're going to have your back to the camera. We're going to set up in a different room. You're going to come over to our studio, set up in a different room. We're not going to be having the LA background. We're not going to be using the green screen studio. It will be a more intimate vibe, and you will not have to worry about anybody seeing your personal parts. Your back will be to the camera at all points in time, and we will have just audio going, and we'll be having a good time here with the body painter, and you will be our awesome model if you're down for it. So leave me a message if you would be up for that, and then we can get Daniel in here. So there's that. And aside from that, boys and girls, I really don't have much other than North Korea is being a pain in my ass, and so is our fearless leader, Trump. Those of you who've paid attention to my Facebook wall know I'm not the most excited about Mr. Trump being our president. I am not going to get into details, but I don't think it's as crazy as everybody on the opposite end of the spectrum are making it be. Let's find some middle ground, some common sense. Again, that's why I like Common Scotty. That's why we're going to listen to Common Scotty when he comes on live in the next week or two, and we will be keeping you posted on that. So just stay tuned. I am going to go ahead and call it a day. I mean, I love y'all. I really do. And I could sit here and hang out and chat for, months on end, but I really don't feel like that's the appropriate way to go right now. And I'm just going to let you go. Let's just put it that way. It's time to get out of here. I love all my Iowa folk, all my non-Iowa folk, but I am out. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.
Get ready for FanFlow, the ultimate way to experience live music. With FanFlow, you become a part of the show. Connect and share with fellow fans who love the music as much as you. Control what you hear, control what you see, and record it so you can relive those amazing performances wherever and whenever you want. Before the show, you decide the playlist and interact with the venue. During the show, you share your experience, buy what you're hearing, and hear what you want. FanFlow gives you the superpowers you wish you could have at a live performance so you become a part of the experience and connect with your favorite performers.